Hey, what's up guys, it's Renaldo here. So this video is going to focus on Mcebisi Jonas, who has just been appointed by Cyril Ramaphosa to go as a special envoy to mend relationships between the United States and South Africa. That's right, let's check what the news had to say about this. So Ramaphosa appoints Mcebisi Jonas as special envoy to the US. It's repeating there, as his special envoy to the US to strengthen diplomacy and economic ties. Okay. Jonas, a former deputy finance minister and state capture whistleblower, will advance South Africa's interest in strategic partnerships. Okay. Relationships between South Africa and the US have become increasingly strained in recent months after right-winger Donald Trump's return to the White House. Right-winger. Okay. Amid strained relations with the US, President Cyril Ramaphosa appointed former Deputy Finance Minister and state capture whistleblower Mcebisi Jonas as his special envoy to the US. In a statement released on Monday morning, Ramaphosa said Jonas would serve as the official representative of the President and the government of the Republic of South Africa. So he is the official representative. In this capacity, Mr. Jonas is entrusted with the responsibility to advance South Africa's diplomatic, trade and bilateral priorities. He will lead negotiations, foster strategic partnerships, and engage with U.S. government officials and private sector leaders to promote our nation's interests, said Ramaphosa. For decades, South Africa and the United States of America have maintained a historical and strategic relationship. In the interest of our country, our region, and the rest of our continent, I remain committed to rebuilding and maintaining this relationship for more decades on the basis of mutual respect, recognition of each other's sovereignty, and benefit of our respective peoples. Ramaphosa noted that he appointed Jonas as one of the four presidential investment envoys to facilitate investment into South Africa in 2018. Okay, so he's got a track record. But I just want to check something quick. Just want to hear what is being said here. Okay, so in this capacity, Mr. Jonas is entrusted with the responsibility to advance South Africa's diplomatic, trade, and bilateral priorities. He will lead negotiations, foster strategic partnerships, and engage with U.S. government officials and private sector leaders to promote our nation's interests. Okay. Now I want you to take that in, right? Because I'm about to play you a clip. Yeah. Now, he is appointed to fix the relationship that we currently have with the Trump administration in the United States. Right now, he is the one that needs to fix it. Now, I've got a question. How is he going to fix that when he has said the following?
Right now, the U.S. is undergoing a watershed moment, with Biden the certain winner in the presidential race against the racist, homophobe Donald Trump. How we got to a situation where a narcissistic right-winger took charge of the world's greatest economic and military powerhouse is something that we need to ponder over. It is something that all democracies need to ponder over.
Okay, I think we need to play this again, because this individual is going to go and fix the broken relationship between the Trump administration and South Africa. But wait, what do you have to say about Trump?
Right now, the U.S. is undergoing a watershed moment.
By the way, this was in 2020. He was doing this at the 11th Ahmed Kathrada Foundational Annual Lecture. So this was in 2020 during COVID, as you can see with the day 226 level 1 South Africa lockdown. So he said this 5 years ago. So, I mean, this is how he feels about Donald Trump, right?
With Biden the certain winner in the presidential race against the racist, homophobe.
A racist, homophobe. Okay, so we've got, homophobe. Let's just call it racist and homophobic. Two things so far.
Donald Trump, how we got to a situation where a narcissistic right-winger.
Narcissistic right-winger. So those are 4 things that he's accused Donald Trump of now. Racist, homophobic, narcissistic, right-winger. 4 things.
Took charge of the world's greatest economic and military powerhouse is something that we need to ponder over. It is something that all democracies need to ponder over.
Okay, so Mcebisi Jonas is going to go and speak with the Trump administration, fixing the relationship with the United States after he called him a racist, homophobic, narcissistic right-winger. And how could the world ever elect somebody like that as the president of the United States? And he said this in 2020. So this is who Cyril Ramaphosa decided to send to go and fight on the behalf of South Africans. Why? Why didn't you just not send anybody? That would have been better. Like sending nobody would have been better than sending somebody that is on record calling Donald Trump a racist, homophobic, narcissistic right-winger. What relationship is going to be mended when one person has this view of an individual that they've never met before in their entire life? Once again, this is an ANC success story. The creme de la creme that was chosen to be South Africa's representatives in these discussions. Need I say more, South Africa? Like, honestly, is there anything more that you can add to this story? I mean, no basic research done, no questions asked to Mr. Jonas of, listen, did you in the past maybe say things about Donald Trump that can hinder the progress that we want to make in having discussions and improving our relationship and mend the relationship with the United States? No, there's nothing. Are you sure? Yes, there's nothing. And within 1 hour of this announcement being released, there's already one video that's come out of where he has called Donald Trump pretty much the worst things that you can. Like, he's left out rapist and murderer. I mean, what did he call him? He called him a racist, homophobic, narcissistic right-winger. I mean, you're not going to be able to save anybody or save the relationship with that attitude. And this is just the first video. I'm sure that there's many more that's going to come out. But well done, Cyril. You've done what you always do, which is mess things up very quickly. And if this is the individual that you are going to send to represent South Africa and the envoy to represent South Africa to fix the relationship with the United States, then we're going to fail miserably. Please don't send him, because the tariffs that we have now is bad, or that will be implemented will be bad. If you send him, the tariffs are going to be worse. Please don't do it. Just revoke the name, remove him, say, sorry, we made a mistake, let's try again. Because, I mean, this is just a typical example of the ANC's incompetence. No basic background check, and you're sending somebody over there that's called President Donald Trump a racist, narcissistic, homophobic right-winger. I mean, come on. Come on, man. Really? I don't know. Give me your thoughts below. I'd like to know what you think about all of this. Please be sure to subscribe. Please be sure to smash that like button. Please share this video far and wide. Share on WhatsApp with your friends, family, on your information groups. Share this on social media. And then if you enjoy my content and you'd like to support me, then you can become a member. You can do that by clicking the join button below, and it'll cost you R39.99 a month. And that's pretty much all I got to say. Only in South Africa. Till later. Cheers and peace out.
You don't even know me, but every time you see me, you say I wear my massacre. You don't even know me, but every time you see me, you say I wear my massacre. Away massacre. You don't even know me, but every time you see me, you say, away massacre. Away massacre.